Dada, I have a question for you. So I
Mm.
agree with you about the 7-year-old, and I know you were talking about ways that we can do it, but I think that's the most difficult. When we're young, we are creative, and then we lose touch with it. And it's like, what could you tell somebody in their 20s, 30s, 40s right now? Like, I know you gave some examples, but um, something very direct, like, that's something they could do that you would think would be a key point that they could do right now, tomorrow, to start and getting in touch with that
Okay,
creativity
there's
again.
two exercises I give people. This is apart from meditation. Meditation, everybody has to meditate. That's rule number one. But other ways to do this, right? Um, One is it's a scheduling exercise. So, and I got this from John Cleese, the comedian. He teaches creative thinking for all kind of organizations and stuff. And he has a technique which is very simple. He says you have to allot time where you have no work. So it's kind of most people, at least where I live, in Northern California, everyone's all busy. And if you ask them how you, very often they'll say, "I'm so busy." And it's like they're kind of proud of it because it's like there's this work ethic and everybody's supposed to be busy making money or whatever. But actually, if you think you're busy all the time, it blocks creativity. So you have to reserve, and I generally recommend at least 2 hours a week where they have no work. And there's so the only job there is to have no job. And then you have to guard it like a dragon because work will always try and encroach on that free space. And I gave this exercise to one of my students some years ago, and she took out 2 hours every Sunday, and she said had an enormous effect on her ability to just this is the place where I can go and I have nothing to worry about. And she said it worked really, really well. And I use it myself. It's very effective. So reserving space and guarding that space and time is number one. And the other one is, and again, I've given this to students in my creativity classes, is if you're an adult, if you're feeling stuck, think of a game that you loved playing when you were 7 and go and play it every week with preferably either with children or adults. For her, it was football, soccer, real football. And so I told her, find a local team and go and play with them on the weekend. And she started doing it. She said it was fantastic. She was a computer programmer, and she was having trouble getting into this flow where you generate new ideas. And she said it worked really well with her because it released something inside, it reconnected her to that childlike mode within her mind. So there's a couple of simple, what I call quick fixes.